Hi, I'm Christy and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you've never been here before. Today I have another book haul for you. I have a little table over here off to the side, which you can't see because it's off camera, but that's where I stack all of my books that I get in, whether through the mail or that I thrift or whatever. And so when that stack starts to get kind of high is when I decide to film another book haul, because I like to stack them and put them on my shelves, organize them behind me. So that's why I have a lot of book hauls all the time. So first up, I am a subscriber to Mystic Box. So I ended up getting their new Penelope Douglas box. Actually, when they did their first Penelope Douglas box like a year and a half, 2 years ago is when I first signed up for Mystic Box. Love this subscription service. They do dark romances and I really love them. They are matte, they're hardcovers, they're always signed by the authors, and they usually come with something fun like art prints or pins, something like that. Mystic Box does have like two sister boxes. So they also have the Belle Book box, which does contemporary and more lighthearted romances, and then they have their Arcane Society, which does like fantasy and paranormal. But yeah, so Mystic Box is their dark romance box, and so this time they did the next two books in Penelope Douglas's Devil's Night series. First started reading Penelope Douglas, I think back in like 2018, 2019. So I have been reading their work for like 4 years now. I love all of their books. Yeah, and so I'm excited to have this series. So this is the cover for Hideaway. Love that. And then on the back, we have that skull there. This is the second book in the Devil's Night series. And then the third book is Kill Switch. This is Damon's book, a fan favorite. There's that one. Love the ballet shoes there on that because his heroine is a ballet dancer and she's actually blind. It also came with a pin. Came with that. Hopefully you can see that. One of the masks, and then the art. So the 4 horsemen. That one as well. And then that scene as well. Now with these two books, I was mentioning they did a Penelope Douglas box back like maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. So that was the first book in the series was Corrupt. So now the series has all 3. Hopefully they do book 4. I don't know. So I am super happy to have all 3 in that series. Then because of shipping delays and all the shipping embargoes, the 2 Mystic boxes ended up showing up back to back. So this is Pam Godwins. And so they did Sea of Ruin and Dark Notes. Here is Sea of Ruin. This is a dark historical romance with pirates. Love those end pages. Again, these are all signed. This one is just gorgeous. Then they also did Dark Notes. This is a student teacher forbidden romance. I love the gold and the shiny and those end pages. Hopefully that's showing up. So gorgeous. Again, these are both signed and I'm super excited to have them. I've read Sea of Ruin. I actually now own 2 copies of it, and I have a third one coming as well because another book box did a special edition coming out. And then Dark Notes I also have 2 copies of now because I have the Hello Lovely box special edition and now this one. This is actually a book that I'm planning on reading this month. And then I always get Hello Lovely boxes, Trope of the Month box. They do like a new trope every month, so a new special edition book. If you ever want a discount code, I am a rep for them, so I have my discount code in my description. That's for like all of the tees and readers sweaters that I wear, as well as their special edition boxes. But yeah, so July they did Mafia, so it is The Brit. I'm super excited for this cover. I actually read this one during the Mafia romance readathon. And it is signed and it came with like a dark romance reader's bookmark. And then the sticker, which you can't see because it is white, but it says, "This Love is Poison, Dark Romance Readers Club," and it has that on the back of it. This box is fun because it just comes with a book, signed, special edition cover, and then like little swag items. So like a bookmark or sticker or what have you. Next cover to cover book box was doing a special edition cover of Candy Steiner's Say Yes. So this is that. I love all the Polaroids and stuff like that. I actually have read this book. Love that. And it is signed as well. So this is one of the books I've read. I've read most of all of Candy Steiner's backlist. This one I really loved. This one takes place in Italy. It is like mid 1990s. I think like 1996 is when this story takes place. The heroine is an artist. And if I remember correctly, she has like one hand smaller than the other. Yeah, and I just really love the romance in this one. So I love all of the Polaroids and paintbrushes on there. And just love seeing how all of these little moments from the cover that they incorporated play into the story. And I mean, let's be real, it's not that hard to talk me into a special edition cover nowadays. All of the art that all of the book boxes are doing are just so good. But yeah, I'm super excited to have this one. And then I grabbed some books that I have read recently and loved. So this is Parks and Provocation by Juliet Cross. Love this one. It's one of my favorite reads of the month. Talk about this one in my July mid-month wrap up, as well as in my small town romance wreck video. I love this one and gave it 5 stars. It has a firefighter hero and the heroine is back in their small town and she runs like a dating romance advice podcast with her friend. Then I grabbed a copy of Intersect. This is the second book in Elizabeth O'Rourke's Parallel series, which is a time travel soulmates romance series. Books 1 and 2 are my favorite in this series. I already have book 1 on my shelf, so I had to grab this second one to go along with it. Then I also grabbed A Deal with the Devil, which is another Elizabeth O'Rourke book. This is the first book in her standalone series, which is the Devil's series. These are all contemporary romances, hate to love, close proximity situations. In this one, the hero is British and he's actually like a plastic surgeon to celebrities, and the heroine is his new assistant, and so it's their romance. They have really great banter and fun times. Love this one. I give it 5 stars. I talk all about this one in a series review I did for the entire series, which I'll link in my descriptions if you missed it. And I grabbed The Gunslinger by Lorraine Heath. This is a super short novella from her. I actually didn't realize they had this in print, and it was one I didn't have for my collection, which if you missed, I did a whole ultimate guide to Lorraine Heath earlier this month, which includes me showing all of her books, step backs, original covers, all of those things, breaking down all of the series and all the reviews, since I have read like 50 plus of her books now. So yeah, I'm excited to have this one, which of course came after I filmed that video, but it is what it is. And in this one, the hero is a gunslinger, or like a gun for hire, and he ends up having to save a woman, and then she ends up being the one who he was actually hired to end or take care of. So it ends up becoming their romance instead. Really short and super sweet. Then I was sent a copy of Much Ado About Dukes by Eva Devon. This is actually out on August 23rd, but the publisher or like marketing team sent me a copy. So it came with the book, which I really love the gold on that cover. And then it came with like this fun little postcard and a little bookmark as well, which is fun. Which I actually just wrapped this book up in my July wrap up. So yeah, if you want to know my thoughts on that, it is in that video. And next I have 10 historical romances that I hauled recently, or that also one of my friends sent me this huge care package of all of these awesome historical romances. And yeah, I have some of them to share with you. So first up, I bought myself a copy of Something Wonderful by Judith McNaught. I'm so excited to have this one. I've been searching for this book with the step back for like 2 years now. Yeah, so I'm super excited to have it. So that's the gorgeous cover, and I just love this step back. I love an up close shot. I love the hero right there on her neck, and then the heroine like that very 60s doe-eyed look. I just am obsessed with this, and I'm super excited to have this copy. So then I also got a copy of Once and Always by Judith McNaught. Love the colors on that. And this, hopefully it shows up, this like super shiny metallic cover for Anne Stewart's Prince of Swords. I love that. I'm like a cat, anything shiny like automatically catches my eye and I love it. So these like old school metallic covers I'm totally a fan of. I got No Good Duke Goes Unpunished. This is the 3rd book in Sarah MacLean's Rules of Scoundrel series. Love how much green is in this one on the cover and the step back. This was actually the last step back I needed for my Sarah MacLean collection. I read all of her books, and yeah, I'm excited to have this one. And then the Virgin of Clanclair by Karen Rainey. Love that step back moment. I've been collecting this author's books and step back. So this is Straight for the Heart. Look at that epic hair moment on that step back. I'm obsessed. And then The Prince of Midnight by Laura Kinsale. I've been collecting this author's step backs as well. Can't go wrong with Fabio on that gorgeous black stallion there. And then of course that Dark Knight on the step back. Love that. Christina Sky is another one I've been collecting her step backs. I believe her historicals are more like dark romances. This one is East of Forever. It actually looks really sweet. I love the purple there. And then Patricia Gaffney's To Have and to Hold. I know this one is a dark historical. So this is that gorgeous cover, and then the step back moment. I'm excited to try this one out. I've heard some interesting things about it. And this one is just gorgeous. Dazzling Brightness by Roberta Gillis of a cutout moment. And then this opens up to this amazing step back. Like, I don't know if they are in a cave with all these like geodes and crystals and quartz everywhere. Like, I am obsessed. Love it. So yeah, that is my book haul for you. Let me know in the comments if you have read any of these books, or maybe what the latest book haul book you picked up was. I'd love to know. And if you haven't done it yet, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, and I'll see you in my next one.